Hey YouTube, how you doing? It's Max. In this video, I'm going to show you this I guess coffee delivery game that I have going on. So we'll do. I'll show you what it looks like first, and I'll walk you through it because it's probably a little bit easier to show you. So right now, I'm just kind of on this test account, and I'm going to teleport back to Victoria because this is where the minigame kind of takes place. So after making all the towns and whatnot, just kind of redesigning them, creating NPCs for all the towns. I created this kind of Starbucks that I kind of named Hadbucks, and it's like this coffee shop, and I have this chest here just for testing purposes. It gave me about 10, however much money, 100,000 coins or whatever, and so I can buy some of the coffee. So pretty much the game is you deliver different coffees around the world, and you can get rewards. And in some of the past mini games, I've kind of shown just kind of like one per town. So you've got like the fight caves in Novolock, you've got the pyramid in Amildestad, you've got the burial grounds kind of near Halloween. This is kind of the Victoria one. And so what I kind of want to do with all these is have like unique items from all these mini games. So I'll kind of go into that a little bit later, but essentially you're just kind of going up to this girl Juliet, and you can either buy some coffee or ask to do any deliveries. So you can ask to do a delivery. She says that your customer is Cassandra and Halloween, and they ordered coffee 24. For right now, I've just named the coffees 1 through 28. What I still need to kind of do is figure out what the item crafting is going to be with all these coffees and what type of coffees and what kind of ingredients you can find in the world. I'm thinking about doing like ridiculous things, like some of them might be like coconut coffee where you just like hit a palm tree and you can get a coconut and make coconut with coffee. But some of them might be like something like kind of weird, like rat tail coffee, where you have to go kill a rat, get a rat tail, and then use rat tail with coffee. So I think she said 24. We'll double check. So if I go down to 24, buy that. I'll just double check. So you can ask again, and she'll say you already have a delivery. Would you like to cancel it? And you can ask, what do I have to do again? It's Cassandra from Halloween, and she wants coffee 24. I'm pretty sure I picked up coffee 24. Yeah, we got coffee 24. I still need to kind of reorganize some of this stuff. I did pick up some other, I got some rewards and whatnot, so that's why I have this other stuff. But we have all the ingredients. If I wanted to, I could come over here and get some coffee beans, and then I could come over here and get some water. And now that I have a cup of water and coffee beans, I should be able to make Hadbucks coffee. So I could do that, and then once I start kind of coming up with all the recipes and stuff, I should be able to do like all the different unique coffee methods. So that would be another way if you don't want to spend 500 coins per coffee, because you'll probably make more money if you do make it yourself, but it will take more time. So that's kind of the trade-off. So we got to go to Halloween. This is kind of far away, so I'm just going to teleport there for convenience. And so now we're in Halloween, and if I come down here to the tavern, which is where Cassandra is, if I speak to Cassandra, it says you make a successful delivery. She gives you a reward, and oh, I gotta change that. So I saw that there was like a little thing. We'll just do that real quick, so you can kind of see how easy that was. You saw that other guy's face pop up. So if I go into the tavern, where's the tavern? We'll just remove that real quick. Oh, that's weird. Did that guy not have an icon come up? Yes. Oh, okay. So it looks like I just need to change her face. Boop 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 boo. Halloween, Halloween. City 2, City 1. There we go. All right. So we're good there. Just want to do that before I forget. So um, we can then teleport back to Victoria, and we can do it as many times as we want over and over again. And if you do roll a 20 on the reward table, you will get a unique item. So it's like a 1 out of 20 chance to get a unique, and then there's 4 unique items at the current moment. So yeah. So this is you can check here to see how many orders you've done. I've done 9 orders so far. I'll just do one more real quick just so we can see it again. This one's easy. Malone is in Victoria, which is where we already are. He wants coffee 5, so we'll just go up and buy coffee 5. And we'll run over to Malone and just do this quick delivery. So here's Malone. Successful delivery. Get some steel arrows. And if you are not currently in a if there's like a switch that will trigger that, it will say it will be like you're doing a delivery or whatnot. So I guess I'm explaining that really bad. I'll just show you. So if I were to go do this thing, like there's a switch that comes on that toggles if you're in a delivery or not, and then another kind of switch that toggles who your customer is. So if I say, is there a delivery? I guess it's Cassandra again. Ordered coffee 17. If we go to Malone this time, he will address us as normal. So he should address us as normal, I should say. So if I talk to him, there's no mention of the delivery quest. And then if I go to Cassandra without the coffee, she should it should just say that I need to get her the right coffee. So we'll see, just to double check to see if that works. I actually haven't tested this yet. But if we come here without the coffee, you don't have this customer's order. And then she says they ordered coffee 17. So that kind of reminds you. I didn't save this yet, so the person's picture didn't change. But that's an example of what the mini game is all about. I'll go into a little bit of the code just to kind of show you what I kind of did. So I think it's easy. It might be easier to start with the common event, the common events. So I have 4 common events here. I have the Hadbucks customer, the Hadbucks item, the Hadbucks delivery, and the Hadbucks reward. The Hadbucks customer just picks a random customer. So when I first started using RPG Maker, I used to do a lot of switches. Now that I kind of have a little bit more experience, I've been using a lot more common events and a lot more variables. So how this kind of works is it will roll in when you talk to Juliet. I'll open up Juliet real quick. So when you talk to Juliet, this is all like if you want to purchase in the shop, you ask her what any deliveries I can make. It will automatically turn the Hadbucks order switch on, and then it will check to see if you have the Hadbucks switch on. If you have the Hadbucks switch already on, it will tell you that you already have an order going. You can cancel it if you want to. It will remind you here with the 2 common events, Hadbucks customer, which will remind you what the customer is, or Hadbucks item, which will remind you what the item is. If you frame these the dialogue in certain ways, you can use them multiple times. So if you're very like neutral in how you present the information, how the character NPC says it, you can use it twice. So it will be the same. It will pull from the same variable and just say your customer is Harris from Castleguard and both locations, and it will make sense in both contexts of whether what do I have to do again, or this is who your person is. Same with the item. So that's kind of how I'm managing the NPC telling you that information. And then it will tell you another time when you go talk to the NPC without the item, you just pull from Hadbook's item, and it will remind you what the item is. So you can use it in 3 different locations where the context is a little bit different, but you can still get the same information. So kind of wording that sentence a certain way is kind of important, if that makes sense. Um, so yeah, if you have the order on, it will, ask you all that stuff. If you don't have the order on, then she'll say awesome, and then these randomizers will occur. I have two variables that randomize, so or it will randomize variables 34 and 35, which are these two ones, the customer and the item. So because I have 11 different potential customers, it's a 1 out of 11 chance that you'll get one of the certain customers, and I can always add more. So that's one of the things about like using variables for this kind of stuff instead of switches. You could go in switches and make each individual switch like um, a certain thing, but just labeling it 1 through 11 is just a lot easier and a lot more efficient in terms of coding. And then 1 out of 28 in terms of your items that you're kind of assigning. So I currently have 28 different types of coffees that I still have to name, and then we have 11 different patrons that can receive the or can be the order customer person. So then it will tell you who the customer is, who the item or what item they want, and then it will flip the switch on. So if you talk to them again, it will start doing this, so you can cancel it if you want. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of sense, but that's kind of what that is. And then this guy, who I think I showed you, you can talk to him, and he's just kind of the manager, and you can speak with him, be like, I'd like to have a job. He'll just refer you to Juliet, who you can then start accepting orders from, or you can see how many orders that you've completed, in which case you just ask him and he'll tell you. And that pulls from variable 33, which if we go into the common events again, oh no, sorry, not the common events. I'll go into the variables. So if you go into variables, we can see that variable 33 is orders completed. So that's that. Um, the Hadbucks customer, this is just telling you what customer it is. It just says your customer is Harris, your customer is Octavio, all those ones. The item, it's just they ordered coffee one. So once I create the all the different flavors of coffee, I'll have to come back in here and rechange this from coffee one to whatever coffee one is. And then this is the delivery. So once you kind of present, I guess I can show you with Malone as well because I didn't show this. So this is all the code really is. It's just these couple lines. So if Hadbucks order is on, so that's why another reason why you want the kind of a global switch for that. If Hadbucks order is on, then it will also ask if order equals customer 9. And this is just pulling from that common event where I assigned a variable number to each customer, and you can kind of see this on this sheet right here. So I just have 11 total people, and Harris is ID 1, Octavio is ID 2. We can go down to 9 and see Malone is 9, and that's why it asks if order number equals 9, then it will do the common event Hadbucks delivery. And if not, oh, yeah. So, um, actually, I think I might have messed that. Did I mess that? No, so it does Hadbucks delivery, and that's just the common event where it then goes in here, and if the item number is if you're the coffee is in your party, then it will be successful, and if it's not in your party, then that other text comes up that reminds you what the coffee is. uh, it's Hadbucks item, if that makes sense. So Hadbucks reward if you do have the item, and Hadbucks item if you don't. Just to remind you, Hadbucks item is just Juliet's voice saying they ordered this coffee, and then the reward is a randomized table that pulls another variable. Um, so it will automatically turn the Hadbucks order off, so you won't have to go back to Juliet and be like, I don't want to do this order anymore. Once you deliver the coffee successfully, it will automatically turn that switch off. And then this is two randomized variables. So this is a bit spaghetti cody, but I have variable 6 and variable 33 as my two random variables. So the first one, um, oh, sorry, that's variable 33, I misspoke. Variable 33 is the orders completed, so we'll uptick one of those. So we'll add an order completed. So when you talk to the manager, he keeps track of how many orders you've completed. There's some mini games where I need two random variables, such as Pyramid Plunder, I think. So I don't think that actually refers to this mini game. This will just roll one random variable, 1 to 20, and based on what you roll, you get a certain item or gold kind of reward. So losing my train of thought here. So I'll probably update all these randomized item tables eventually once I start balancing, the gold ratios and how much things are actually like probably worth, and drop encounters and all that stuff. But for right now, I just have 100 gold for one, and then up to uh, 1,000 at 10, and then 11 through 19 are just different items that I think are going to be useful. And I really want to incorporate arrows and runes, kind of like in RuneScape, to where you would need one of the, like, you'd need earth runes to do earth magic, you need arrows to do ranged attacks. I don't know if I'm going to keep that, but just for right now, I think that's an interesting thing to, I guess, motivate the player to continuously buy more um, arrows and runes and stuff like that. And then when you roll a 20, this is actually where it will roll the second randomized variable. So I thought I was wrong, but I'm not, I guess. Pretty much with this, it will roll a D4, and I actually haven't inputted these in here. I'll show you what that kind of looks like. So pretty much, I have this armor down here called Doricone or Victorian armor, so the Victorian body. And there's going to be 4 different pieces. So you've got the body, you've got the boots, you've got the gauntlets, and you've got the helmet. And then after you get that, it will say you obtain 1 Victorian, I think it was body. Is that what it was? Victorian body, yep. And then boots, gauntlets, helm. We'll just replace this with helm, or replace this with gauntlets, and we'll replace this with boots. So this would be how you would get all the different armor pieces. There's currently 4. I might add more different armor pieces, but yeah, I think this would already be kind of difficult to obtain all 4, because you'd have to roll um, you'd have to roll at least 4 d20s. So the probability of getting all 4 one entire set might take you a good amount of tries, unless you get super lucky. So just some like kind of things you can grind. In the video, you could see it didn't really take that long to do one run. So it shouldn't be like the hardest armor to obtain, but it could be a bit of a grind. And I guess that's gonna be like, I guess, the incentive, maybe trying to collect all the different armors throughout all the different settlements or something along those lines. But that's sort of what I got for right now. Yeah, not sure what I'm gonna do next, but I think this is one of those mini games I was really looking forward to making, just because it was you have to make all the settlements, and you got to make all the NPCs, and I'm looking forward to potentially making more NPCs and adding more, maybe different types of coffees, and you can see that there's a lot you can kind of expand on from there. So it might be cool to make one that's food related as well, um, just to kind of add more items to the game, add more things that the player can collect throughout their adventures, managing and collecting resources, that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's this video for now. I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.